Hi, my name is Topher Morrison. I'm a pitch consultant, and I've been working with Eli for probably about 5, 6 years, and he asked me to say a few words on pitching. In terms of business, pitching is when you tell people what you do. If you've seen the show Shark Tank, then contestants actually pitch the sharks for maybe an hour or two, and then it gets edited down to 8 to 10 minutes for the show. Well, you don't have an hour to pitch people. You probably don't even have 7 or 8 minutes. In most cases, when you join a networking group, you only have between maybe 30 seconds and a minute. So you need to be clear, succinct, and solve a problem in that short time frame. And I'm going to show you how to do it using the CAPS formula. CAPS stands for clarity, authority, problem, and solution. Now, understand this, by the way. You get what you pitch for, and you're always pitching. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that whenever you're speaking, you're pitching. So if you go to a networking event and somebody asks you how you're doing and you start complaining about how it's Monday, or you complain about how you don't have any time or how you're really tired, you're pitching the lack of time. You're pitching that tiredness into existence. What you say from the moment you walk into a networking event until the moment you leave, all of that is essentially your pitch. You're pitching your energy, your vibe, your personality, your attitude. So make sure that when you're speaking, not just the official pitch, but whatever you're saying, it's reflecting the energy of the entrepreneur that you want to be. Now, let's say that you're in a networking breakfast and it's your turn to stand up and tell everyone what you do. This is how you might do it. And write this down. In fact, don't write what I'm going to say down, but write your own script so that you are prepared. Don't wing it. Make sure that you know what you're going to say. So it sounds something like this. Clarity might be something like this. Your name and what you do. And sometimes that might mean clarifying what you do, right? So it could sound something like, hi, my name is Topher. I'm a certified ghostwriter. That means I write books for people. There you go. You've got your clarity, right? And now you've answered the question, what do you do? And if you're not crystal clear in what it is that you do, then people won't hear anything else that you say because they're going to be in their head trying to figure out what does he mean by ghostwriter? That's why if you explain that you write books for people, that'll kind of end that internal dialogue, and then they'll know exactly what it is that you do. Now, after they get clarity on what you do, then the most natural next question they're going to have in their head is, well, why should I hire you to do it? What makes you the authority, right? And that's the next piece of the CAPS process, authority. What makes you stand out? What makes you special? Why should I choose you over your competition? Might sound something like this. I graduated from the only certifying course in the world of ghostwriting. And as a ghostwriter, I write books in just about every genre, but I specialize in writing business books for busy business owners who want to become known as industry experts. Now, by saying it that way, I've gained the authority that hopefully they're going to be wanting in order to hire someone. You don't just say, well, I write books. You've got to explain how you have the authority to do that. And that's where talking about becoming a certified ghostwriter helps. The next thing that you want to do is you want to talk about the problem that you solve, because after they know who you are and what you do and that you're the right person to do it, they're going to want to know how you can solve the problem. So it might be something like this, right? You may say something to the effect of, most business owners understand the high level of credibility that comes with authoring a book, not to mention how it raises their profile much higher than most people that they compete with. But there's two main problems. Number one, they don't have the time, right? They're too busy managing their business and running their lives in order to sit down and find the time to write a book. And then number two, they don't know how to do it. I mean, let's say they could find a way to get away to a log cabin in the mountains, devoid of Wi-Fi and just about every other distraction. Most of the time, they don't know the first thing on how to mold their years of experiences in a narrative that someone other than maybe their mother might find informative, engaging, and maybe even witty. So by saying it like that, now every person who's wanted to write a book but hasn't written a book, they're going to be going, yes, that's right. I don't have the time and I don't have a clue where to start. So by having that, they'll now know, man, this person really gets me. They understand my problem. But you don't want to leave them there. Now you want to talk about the S portion of CAPS, the solution. How do you solve the problem? It might sound something like this. My proven method eliminates those concerns because the client really doesn't even have to spend too much time with me. I follow a proven book writing method that ensures the readers will love their book. My books are succinct, they're fun to read, and they're impactful. There you go. There's your CAPS process. Clarity, authority, problem, solution. Remember those 4 things when you're out networking with people, and you'll be sure to collect a lot of business cards and get a lot of information from people that want to write a book.